Welcome here today, ladies and gentlemen, to the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. Just as you guys got done watching the Texas Motor Speedway Cup race today, we've got one for ourselves. It's a shortened race, but that's how this works on the schedule. We've got 4 shortened races on the season, as you guys will know. I've stated that over the last couple races. Not just in the Cup Series, but we've also had one in the truck. But anyway, we're here. We've got 250 miles of racing tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. William Nix, Kevin Kasem, Holden Mason, Braden Thompson, A. Starklight. Welcome to the stream. Indeed, what a race it was. Post-race analysis video should be uploaded here in about 10 minutes. So be on the lookout for that. But without further ado, the chase parade for Jimmie Johnson continues. Race number 9 of the season. We've got the steering wheel in hand. And the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, is on the pole for the 3rd time already this season. Bubba Wallace looks like he's got a pretty fast car today. William Byron, maybe a little bit on the slower side. No practice or qualifying for Jimmie Johnson with the steering wheel at Texas today. Can we go from last to first to get win number 7 on the year after a thrilling win at Talladega yesterday? The green flag is in the air here at Texas today. More NASCAR Heat 5 action is underway. Sense of urgency will be on from the drop of the green flag with just a 250-mile, 167-lap race here at Texas. Quickly, oh, Johnson cutting to the inside right in front of Joey Gase, trying to quickly get to the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Found the hole, saw the opportunity, and went for it. And look at the run this 48 car Johnson's got through lap 1 into lap 2. 4 wide through turns 1 and 2 at the back of the pack. 4 wide between LaJoie, Chastain, Gahn, and Johnson. Johnson with the 4 wide pass. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream also. Evan Board 23, welcome to the stream. Yeah, how about that for RCR? 1-2 finish. I definitely didn't think Austin Dillon was going to get the win today. I can tell you guys that much. Playoff bubble flipped even more. Johnson trying to get around Bobby Carter for position and Will. Turn 4, Johnson to the inside of Health. Chase Elliott has had a rough start to the season. He's trying to move up a couple spots after another poor qualifying effort this year. Elliott all the way to the top side. What a run by Chase Elliott. Johnson looks to the bottom into turns 3 and 4. 4 wide again. 4 wide for the 2nd time already in the opening laps. Elliott makes the move on the top. Johnson with the move on the bottom. Unbelievable. Chase Elliott, though, moving through the field. All the way back down to the bottom of the track, right behind Custer and Christopher Bell. Johnson gets loose off of turn 4, hangs on to it. And now quickly looking to the outside of Chase Elliott. Big side draft there for the moment. Custer moves up the hill. Johnson up the middle, 3 wide. Gonna clear Custer off of turn 2. Nemechek pulls in alongside of Custer behind us now. Yeah, I'm a little upset Blaney didn't get the win today, I'm not going to lie. He had the fastest car today, too. That's what sucks about the whole thing. It's one thing to lose a race when you've led a lot of laps, but when you have by far the fastest car in the field and we're dominating 2/3 of the race, and that's very unfortunate as a fan. Led over 130 laps. Ricky Stenhouse holding that inside lane, trying to get around another rookie here, Tyler Reddick. Caution. Caution is out. on lap 8 here today at Texas. Denny Hamlin leads. Johnson has worked his way through half the field. All right, I see somebody else has joined the joined the chat. Can't really pronounce that name, but welcome. I see you. ALSJJD, yada yada yada. But yep, caution is out for the first time already today. We had at least 12 cautions in each of the last 2 races. 12 at Talladega yesterday, and in the early race of that doubleheader at Kentucky, we had 15. Hopefully we don't have that many again today. Should it with a much shorter race, but we'll have to wait and see. Green flag back in the air at Texas. Nobody, at least at the front of the field, had hit pit road. Top half of the field, might I add. With just 8 laps on our tires, really no need to here at Texas. Not going to make a big difference. Christopher Bell with a good restart on the bottom. Johnson with a quick little side draft down the back straightaway. Johnson takes it 3 wide to the top side now through 3 and 4. Bell. Stenhouse on the inside. Look at how loose Johnson got off of turn number 4. Big time save. Might be battling that all day long. We had a problem with that in NASCAR Heat 4. It looks like the same here in Heat 5. Three wide to the bottom underneath the 2 rookies of Bell and Reddick. Clear up to 17th now for Jimmy Johnson. Oh, gotcha. Used to be Mr. Brick. Okay, well, at least I know what to call you by now. Call you Mr. Brick. Man, Johnson is loose off of 4 and slams into Kenseth. Car of Tyler Reddick. Caution will fly for the 2nd time today. Johnson gets loose off of turn 4, slams right into the side of Matt Kenseth. My goodness. Caution number 2 in the early going. Evan Board, why don't I have stages? I will have stages for the next season. I wanted all the rules to stay the same throughout the course of these seasons, and I went without stages for the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series for the custom schedules. When we do the regular schedules, second time around with the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series, we will do stages. Trying to put a little bit more variety, I guess, from season to season. So that would be why. Green flag back in the air again. Denny Hamlin leads the field after caution number 2. This car is going to be a handful off of turn 4 all day long. We have seen that already here in this one. Ryan Newman getting a good restart on the bottom. Unfortunately, Johnson, all 3 restarts here today have been on the top side. Jimmy able to get right back underneath the 6 car, though, of Ryan Newman into turn 3. Oh, sliding up the track. At least we're clear of the 6. Almirola trying to block the 48 of Johnson into turn 1. Couldn't hang on. Clear off of turn 2. Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, 3 wide. Johnson in the bottom. That is for 11th. Boy, Kyle Busch drove it in deep on Blaney. Side by side for the lead up ahead. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin off of turn 4. Hamlin leads the lap. I believe Logano couldn't quite stay to his inside, though, off the exit of the corner. And, oh, Johnson drove it in deep and about got into the side of the 18 of Kyle Busch. Way too deep to drive it in there. Keselowski trying to help out the 48 of Jimmy down the back straightaway. This 48 car is very loose off of turn 4. We have gotten into very hard accidents 2 races in a row. Luckily, we somehow pulled off a miracle and still won it at Talladega. Not so much at Kentucky. We finished 9th. Can't afford to get into an accident, especially this early in the race. We're just going to have to drive it for now and then have to tighten it up on the pit stops going forward. So we'll get back around Elliott for 11th rather. Johnson moving up on Ryan Blaney. Tim Urban, welcome to the stream. Steady off of turn 4 that time for the 48 of Johnson. Just over 20 laps into the race. Oh, Kyle Busch checked up big time into turn 1. Look at the run Jimmy's got on the outside at 1 and 2. Tough to make the outside work in turns 1 and 2 at Texas. But gonna make it work off of turn 2 that time, clearing the 14 and the 18 down the back straightaway. A power move by Jimmy. It's so hard not to overcorrect the car off of turn 4. Speed is just getting killed. Having to turn right to straighten it back out and then back to the left again before we overcorrect it. But Johnson will move ahead of Truex off of turn 2, looking underneath Austin Dillon for 6th. And clear into turns 3 and 4. Hamlin continues to lead and has led every lap so far from the start of the race, despite Ryan Newman being the pole sitter. On 105 for the AI difficulty there, Evan Board. As we get to the inside of Kevin Harvick here, we're just faster on older tires. That's all. Older tires, as long as everybody else is on older tires too throughout the course of the field. It's what it will likely be throughout the course of the run here today at Texas. A little bit of a slide job on Kurt Busch through turns 1 and 2. Clear. Harvick now going for the spot behind us as they're side by side for 5th place. Bowman going for 2nd now on the 22 there of Joey Logano. Johnson in the 48. Going to try to follow his Hendrick Chevrolet teammate of Alex Bowman. He will. Johnson up to 3rd place, right behind Bowman. Oh, a little bobble in the middle of 1 and 2. Joey's going to fight right back. Logano back to the bottom of the track, but Logano cannot stay to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Now through turns 3 and 4, Johnson holds it full throttle. Trying to get the run off the top side of 4 on Bowman. Big run through the front stretch. Now down to the inside for 2nd place. Johnson easily takes over 2nd place on behind Hamlin for the race lead. Caution's out again. 3rd time already today we have had a caution. Yep, Austin Dillon got the win today. One, two for RCR. I got my post-race analysis that is coming out. I think it's actually out right now. It looks like it's done uploading on my phone here. It's like some drivers towards the rear of the field are pitting. We're going to stay out of the pits here, keep the track position. Denny Hamlin will restart with the lead once again. We'll have 137 laps to go on the restart. Hamlin will control the pace on the restart in the bottom lane, and the green flag is back in the air once again. Johnson trying to get it off the top side. Already 3 cautions in what is only the first 27 laps of the race. Big side draft by Johnson in the center of the corner. Can he stay true? No. Hamlin clears off of turn 2. Big run though for Johnson up the middle. Johnson for the lead now to the inside. Into turn 3 on Denny Hamlin. Jimmy is going to overtake him. And Jimmy Johnson is going to take the lead off of turn 4, but not from the 4, getting really loose as Bowman tries to take second place now over Hamlin, who has finally lost the clean air at the front of the field. Johnson able to hold on to it nevertheless to lead his first lap of the race on lap 32 at Texas. Going to alternate through the different camera angles here for the first time today. On board with Jimmy Johnson in the 48. Looking for back-to-back wins on the season. And looking for win number 7 already on the year. If we can get Johnson to victory lane, it would be his 8th career win at Texas Motor Speedway, as this is the only time we go to Texas this season. So what better way than to do it today? Johnson had a very tough race though earlier today, in real life that is, not for this game. It just seems like on older tires we're able to stick 1 and 2 a lot better than on new tires for whatever reason. Feels like the grip is just there as the air pressure builds up and the rubber lays down. As well in 3 and 4 for that matter too. Already seen a lot of cautions in the early going of this race. That has been the trend over the last 2 races here on this season. Will be the same today. We've got Truck Series action tomorrow night, by the way. The next full race live stream will be tomorrow night whenever I could get home from work. So roughly about 8:15, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time as we go to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, first road course race of the season for the Truck Series. That was supposed to be run back on Wednesday, right before I was supposed to go to the Bristol All-Star race when I was at the hotel. We had issues then trying to get the live stream going as well. We had issues the next day on Thursday, but after a couple day hiatus with the Truck Series, we're going to get right back into action with it again on Monday. Whenever they patch the Xfinity Series, how many am I going to do in a row? I'm not sure. I'd like to still do the Cup Series races Thursday through Sunday. I don't really need to do any more double headers because as far as the daily streams go, we're all caught up there. But I'll likely end up turning into doing more Xfinity races Monday through Wednesday to catch up with the Truck Series. Is probably what I'll end up doing. Johnson has about a 4.5 second lead. Denny Hamlin has gotten his way back to second place a couple laps ago, back on Alex Bowman. Hamlin's definitely been the second fastest car in the field today. I'd say the fastest on the short runs. This 48 of Johnson is fast on the longer runs, or at least with more laps on our tires when equal with the other leaders in the race. We'll have to see how our short run car will be when everybody's on fresh tires, because I would have to assume that we're not quite going to be able to compete with those guys. We'll just have to wait and see. But this car is still a little loose. It is fast when we have the clean air and we can control it, but back in dirty air, in traffic, it is a lot harder to control. Really hold it closer to wide open there and use all of the racetrack necessary to keep it off the wall and keep it out of the grass, and obviously no other cars to have to keep it off of, as we just held it full throttle through 3 and 4 that time. I mean, this 48 car is on a rail when we have the track position. Have not won on a mile and a half yet this season. This is the 9th race of the year. Granted, it is only the 2nd mile and a half race of the season, but even still, did not have our luck at Kentucky, finishing 9th. Our worst finish so far on the season. Or will we have maybe even another new winner here on this season today? That could be a possibility too, but just 126 laps to go already in this one here at Texas. Seven-and-a-half-second lead. Trying to see how far we can push it in 1 and 2. Tried to hold it full throttle as much as I could there. Got out of the gas a little bit in the center of the corner. Kind of tried to push the car as hard as I can to see what I could get out of it right now. I'm not going to over push it and risk putting it in the wall, but I'm just trying to see exactly what I can do with the car now that we have the clean air and a sizable lead. Mr. Pizza, welcome to the stream. Am I mad about Ryan Blaney? I don't really get mad often, but I am upset, that is for sure. Man, it's so unfortunate. Ryan Blaney dominated the race, had the fastest car. He's had races where he's led a lot of laps before, but I really think of any race in Ryan Blaney's career, Cup Series career, I think this is the best race that he probably should have won. I really do believe that. There's some Bristol races that he's led a lot of laps and hadn't had luck, but it seemed like there were other cars that were close to being competitive with him. At least that were, you know, it's like, okay, well, they were just as deserving as Blaney. No, Blaney was the most deserving guy to win today. He by far had the fastest car. He was the only one that seemed like could pass the leader consistently. Like, he could lose the lead and get it right back. You saw that numerous times, whether it was Hamlin, he had to get the lead back from Keselowski, had to do it one time. No matter what the tire strategy was, if Blaney fell behind, he was able to get around the leader and pull away. No other driver was able to do that throughout the course of the race today. Yeah, he was about to pass Denny for the eventual lead. But even if he had gotten around Denny Hamlin, he was a lap down at the time of the caution. Denny Hamlin, Blaney, Elliott, and Almirola were the drivers that had pit before the caution had come out. So all four of those guys. Because remember, Almirola was in the top 3 all day today, outside of when he had to fall back earlier when he had that penalty. And he had come back to finish third. So he had a fast car too. I just don't think he had quite as fast of a car as Blaney. But he definitely got robbed of a top 3 finish also at the end of the race. We've seen a lot of races like that this season. I think of Vegas, Coke 600. Last week at Kentucky, and now this week here at Texas, that there are so many late race cautions. And it's caution after caution after caution late in the race is just costing guys that were up there the entire race to maybe not finish as well as they did, or make it a surprise winner like you saw the last 2 weeks. S.A.L. Chattel, sorry, welcome to the stream. Oh, Johnson got loose off of turn 4 there. Now we're back in the dirty air. The car's not handling as well again. Seemingly enough, as we're around traffic. Oh, into the back of Stenhouse off of turn number 2. Everything's good there. 50 laps on these tires so far. And about 25% left on the right front. So about 3/4 of the way through the run for Jimmie Johnson while leading in this race. Likely supposed to be a 2 to 3 stop race today. Yeah, don't have very long until pits. Oh, Johnson got tight off of turn number 2. Really had to get out of the gas there. There's Matt Kenseth after problems earlier. When we had gotten loose mid-pack, made contact with him. Will it be green flag stops or pit stops under caution? Remember, we had a lot of drivers at the back of the pack that had pitted under the caution. I believe everybody from 26th on back pitted under that 3rd caution of the race. And nobody pitted under the first 2 cautions. So they're going to be able to go a lot longer than the other 25 drivers that stayed out under all 3 cautions. So that'll be interesting pit strategy going forward. A lot of those guys are going a lap down right now. But they will easily get their lap back and maybe even cycle into the lead. If they get a quick caution on top of it, that would be huge for all those guys. Johnson wearing out the right front tire right now. Very surprised. Tire wear not a big cause for concern here at Texas, but it is for our car today, that is for sure. Probably because we're so loose off of turn 4, really wearing out the right side tires. Caution's out for the 4th time today with 115 to go at the time of the caution. Jacob Westbrook, welcome to the stream. So definitely going to hit pit road here. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. And we're going to make a wedge adjustment 1 turn all the way around to help tighten it up. A lot of drivers are pitting here. And a lot of drivers that pitted under that last caution prior to this one are going to stay out, it looks like. Next Truck Series stream is tomorrow night. Truck Series at Canadian Tire for the next race of that custom schedule season. Green flag back in the air here at Texas. After our 4th caution of the race, 111 laps to go. And we have drivers on older tires at the front of the field. Hamlin won the race off in pit road, restarting though in 10th. Everybody in the top 9 stayed out. Johnson in the top 3, wide off of turn 2. Look at the run. Oh, Johnson puts it in the wall. Johnson put it in the wall off of turn 2. Bowman really trying to get it going. And despite tightening the car up, this car is still very loose. Just not as loose. But running the top side 3 wide through 1 and 2 especially, it was definitely almost costly. Luckily we didn't hit the wall too hard. And look at Chase Elliott coming on the top side of the track. Here comes Johnson 4 wide through 1 and 2. What a move. What a move from Jimmie Johnson to get through the traffic. Now for the lead into turns 3 and 4. A 4 wide daring pass and made it look clean. But that was a tight window to get through as Johnson takes the lead again at Texas. And Chase Elliott is up to 2nd place after starting mid-pack himself. Thrice Boogity. I know that's Mr. Brick, but welcome. Johnson still loose off of turn 4. Not as loose as before, but he is loose still. And here comes Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin. How fast of a car does Elliott have if he can get the track position to the lead? Hamlin for 2nd place off of turn 2. Can he clear him? Not quite. Side by side for 2nd between Hamlin and Elliott, as Johnson continues to lead for now. Top 3 under a blanket. Johnson leads and trying to hold on to it. Hamlin's got the fastest car in the field on the short runs. And Hamlin got held up. Johnson with a big side draft. Chase Elliott to the lead through turns 3 and 4. Johnson in the draft, but I don't think it's going to be able to do anything for him. Big run, though, for Johnson back to the bottom through 1 and 2, driving it in deep. Hamlin up the middle, 3 wide. Denny Hamlin trying to make the move in tight. No contact in a drag race between all 3 of them down the back straightaway. This is getting wild here at Texas. Hamlin up the middle, clears Johnson, but still side by side with Elliott for the lead. And here comes Bowman back and forth. What a move by Denny Hamlin. Johnson gets tight off a 2 and barely keeps it off the wall. And now into the wall. Down the back straightaway, Bott had it saved. Elliott had to check up big time, and Bowman is up to second. And trying to run down the race leader, Denny Hamlin. Johnson had a great job hanging on to that thing, but here comes Harvick with the bump trap to Jimmy, trying to get him going down the front stretch. Harvick still giving Johnson one heck of a shot. Harvick's got a run of his own to the outside, though, through 3 and 4. He is there. Johnson gets a little loose. The side draft by Harvick, and Harvick is up to third. Just over 100 laps to go here at Texas. Only our second race with the steering wheel here on NASCAR Heat 5, but both in the last 2 days. Nice, Braden. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to get back to work tomorrow. I was able to take vacation Wednesday when I went to Bristol, so I guess my vacation ends tonight. Even though I have off on the weekends anyway, but... Yep, back to Monday through Wednesday, 13 and a half hours the next 3 days to get the next 4 days off after. It's worth having the 4 days off, but man, those 3 days is grueling, especially with trying to stream those nights too. But I catch up on my sleep Wednesday night into Thursday, usually, so. Just under 100 to go. 99 laps left at the line this time for Denny Hamlin as he is about to approach lap traffic. What a race we have had here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is flying on by as well. Yep, I am playing on PS4 there. Tim. No, I just work in a, I work a warehouse job at a sink and faucet distribution place in Toledo, Ohio. Whether I'm actually pulling the online orders or packing them to send on the truck that we ship to UPS every day. But yeah, that's what I do for 13 and a half hours. I practically work outside, so it's hot in the winter, or hot in the summers, and in the winters it's brutal cold. Battle for third going on between Harvick and Johnson. Johnson got to the inside of Harvick. They're 3 and 4, but couldn't complete the pass. Tries it again in 1 and 2. Still can't complete the pass. Back and forth go the top two. Or I should say the third and fourth place cars. Johnson finally clears Harvick though for third. And now going to try to run down Alex Bowman, who is caught in heavy lap traffic right now, as Hamlin is getting away from him. Hamlin with about a 3-second lead over Johnson. Yeah, I know. I definitely eat breakfast. I don't do it on work days because I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just not hungry that early in the morning. But yeah, I do eat breakfast. I gotta have breakfast, even if it's just a bowl of cereal, you know, something simple like that. But yeah, gotta get something in me usually. No, I usually bring food though. We have a paid 10-minute break at 10 o'clock. A paid 10-minute break at 3, and then our lunch is 45 minutes at noon to 12:45. So I definitely snack during those hours of the day, so at least I get food in me, and I stay hydrated as well as I can. I only drink water anyway, but especially this time of the year when it's really hot, you really got to stay hydrated, especially when working outside for that many hours straight. Especially lately, man, we've been on such a... I mean, it's just been a streak of 90-degree weather, it seems like, every day for the last like 2 weeks at least. I know today would have been brutal, but obviously I had off. I did go golfing earlier this morning, but it wasn't as bad, I guess, when you're out there versus when you're physically doing hard labor. But using both lap cars as a pick there to get by Alex Bowman on the front stretch. Now just a 1.5 seconds off of Denny Hamlin for the race lead. .92 to go. Hamlin is getting run down slightly by the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Look at him go 3 wide up the middle between those 2 lap cars though. Hamlin is moving through the lap traffic today. Not wasting any time whatsoever. Timmy Hill, Joey Gase. Oh, we had to get out of the gas there and get to the inside of him. We didn't get through these 2 lap cars nearly as fast as Hamlin, but we are still closing the gap. You can tell our car is definitely coming alive at this point in the run. Car's definitely not as loose as it was before. Handling is definitely better. It's still a little on the looser side, but I want to keep it that way to at least not knock the speed completely out of it with tightening it up. I think we're just going to have to hold on to what we've got the rest of the race. Martin Truex Jr. up to 5th place. Haven't seen him in the top 5 all day today, but he's got a run going for himself right now. And the lead is now within a 1/2 second between Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson. And once Johnson gets by Corey LaJoie, there's no more lap cars between the leaders with 89 laps to go. Everybody still has to pit at least one more time. Yeah, I'm just lucky I don't have to wear a suit. I can actually wear shorts and a t-shirt. It doesn't matter what I wear because I'm working in a warehouse or a warehouse job. I'm inside the warehouse, but we don't have any heating or cooling in the warehouse. I mean, it's like maybe 10 degrees cooler, but that's about it. All the doors are always open. In the winter time, it's like 10 degrees warmer. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Battle for the lead going on with 87 to go. Hamlin and Johnson Johnson to the outside into turns 1 and 2. King, welcome to the stream. Oh, Johnson tight off of turn 2, and Hamlin barely holds clear. Jimmy had to get out of the gas. In line right behind the 11 car now through turns 3 and 4. Looking high off of turn 4. Johnson is there. Big side draft. Oh no, into the wall. Into the wall for Jimmy Johnson going into turn 1. A very awkward angle trying to hold the outside. Not a lot of room there with Hamlin, and now going to lose a lot of time. Barely kept it off the wall in 3 and 4. Just completely missed the corner there. There's a big aggressive side draft by Johnson, and it worked. But as we tried to pull away from Hamlin, there just wasn't enough room to do so, and we ended up in the wall. And we lost about 2 seconds of our time as Hamlin holds on to the lead, at least for now. Oh! What the heck happened there? I don't even know how that happened. Alright, are you guys still there? I have zero clue what just happened. Oh, that's so unfortunate. What just happened? So somehow the steering wheel disconnected, but it's still in. Hang on, folks. Can you guys hear me? Can the chat still hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me? Alright, good. I hope a caution comes out and I'm going to repair damage. I know I have a 5-second damage clock, but for what, I don't know how that happened. So I've obviously been racing with the steering wheel tonight, and somehow the steering wheel disconnected. Give me a second. I need to make sure it's still plugged in. I don't know how it wouldn't have. Yeah, it's still in. What the heck? That's new. What the? Yeah, I'm definitely going to repair the damage there. That's not even fair. Yeah, somehow I don't know how it disconnected. Hopefully it's reconnected. Alright, we're going to get back underway here. That is costly. And I hope we don't have a lot of damage, but I'm afraid we do. Very costly. Yeah, caution's out. Caution is out. Yeah, we're gonna pit. We're gonna pit and repair that damage. I don't know what happened there. We're not going to count that as an actual caution for the race, though. As far as our statistics go. Thank goodness the caution came out. Man, if the caution didn't come out after that, that would have been terrible. I don't know how. I mean, I hope it works going into turn 1. I guess we'll find out. I don't know how it disconnected. That was just so weird. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously still connected. It was still plugged in. Oh, Denny Hamlin in the lead. This is going to change the pit strategy cycling right here. We've got 80 laps to go at Texas. And that puts Johnson back to about mid-pack now all of a sudden. Losing from about 3rd back to 15th as the restarts have been crazy throughout. So you see 3x3 action going on right now with Hamlin at the front of the field. Harvick going for the lead off of turn 4. 3 wide through the front stretch. Ooh. Boyer and Austin Dillon about got together. Christopher Bell just outside the top 10. 4 wide. Look at Keselowski going up the middle. Keselowski made a 4 wide pass up the middle, much like Johnson did on the last restart. Brad now trying to go up the middle 3 wide here in between Harvick and Bowman. Johnson all the way to the top. Oh, very close quarters racing there. And now Johnson's going to try to go 3 wide up the middle. A push now from Kurt Busch. And that's going to loosen Jimmy up off the exit of the corner. Still 3 wide to the top. And look at Austin Dillon go on the bottom up to 7th. Denny Hamlin losing ground from the race lead. Arguably the fastest car on the short run. And he is getting freight trained right now. Back to about 10th place and probably still going to be fading. Yeah, that caution really messed up the... I'm not going to call it a caution, but that game mishap. I think it was more the PS4 though. I don't think it was a NASCAR Heat problem. I think for some reason the PS4 just disconnected my steering wheel for whatever reason. I don't know, that was weird. I've never had that happen before. Right in the middle of the turn of all things too. If it would have been on the straightaway, I would have been able to catch it a lot sooner, but it was just right in the center of the corner. It just did not turn. And that's obviously going to hurt us too, because that has brought us back to 9th when we were in 3rd. 3 wide. Almost at least. Kurt Busch just able to stay in front of it. Looks like Clint Boyer and Austin Dillon up ahead. And now Busch going for the run to the inside of Chase Elliott all of a sudden. Great corner through 1 and 2 by Johnson, trying to run down the field in front of us. Just 74 laps to go. Nobody can make it on fuel to the end of the race anyway, no matter what happens. But will we stay green to the finish? 4 cautions total so far on the race today. As Joey Logano leads the field. Or sorry, Kyle Busch leads the field. And I believe it's Logano in 2nd. I could be wrong. It might be Ryan Blaney. It's tough to tell from this far back. And I believe it's Logano because I believe that is Blaney in 4th place, just ahead of Almirola in 5th. If I'm not mistaken. Johnson's still able to hold on to 9th right now, but only about a half a second ahead of Brad Keselowski. 3 wide. Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and Clint Boyer through 3 and 4. 17 people watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in. With 72 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. Poison, welcome to the stream. Jimmy Johnson trying to run down Eric Almirola now for 8th place. He's dropped back a couple spots in the last couple of laps. 69 to go, again just outside the pit window. Even still, Johnson underneath Boyer for 7th. And now Austin Dillon for 6th place into turn 1, driving it in deep. Oh, contact with the side of Austin Dillon in the center of 1 and 2. Drove it in deep, and that definitely did not pay off for Jimmy. Austin Dillon might try to take it 3 wide. And he does. Look at this, 3 wide pass there for Austin Dillon. Johnson all the way to the top, looking to get around Elliott and Blaney. Here comes Boyer. Johnson looking for every move necessary. Big side draft there on Blaney. Through the front stretch, followed by Boyer. Austin Dillon is up to 4th place with Johnson in 5th. Walking Boyer off from behind. And now looking to the inside of Austin Dillon for 4th place into turn 3. And Johnson clear off of 4 for the position. Here comes Austin Dillon. Not quite going to get there. Kyle Busch back to 3rd. Logano still in 2nd. And with that being the case, I really don't know who is leading out there. I want to say it might be Kurt Busch. "20 people watching now currently." Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Welcome to everybody that is joining the stream in general right now. My phone is currently on the charger, so it's tough for me to look at the chat over my shoulder with the steering wheel per se, but I'm really trying as much as I can without missing my corners. So if I've missed anybody new that has joined the chat in the last couple of minutes since our little error that we had, sorry for that, but hopefully you guys stay tuned. We've got a good one on hands. It's been a great race so far here tonight, and we are shaping up for a good finish to this one, to say the least. About 3 seconds off the lead with 64 laps to go, right at the edge of the pit window as we speak, with varying pit strategies going on right now. And a lot of fast cars on a different strategy from what we're currently on. Johnson has not led a lot of laps here tonight, that is for sure. Hamlin has led the most so far. A little bit of a moment through 3 and 4. And to get out of the gas before we wipe down into the side of Ty Dillon off the exit of 4. As Jimmy tries to run down Kyle Busch. Going to alternate through the different camera angles one more time in the race today as we have 62 laps to go at the line. Closing the gap on Kyle Busch, who had to struggle a little bit to get around John Hunter Nemechek. Johnson for 3rd place into turn 3. And clear off of turn 4. Jimmy Johnson has cleared Kyle Busch for 3rd. Busch with a great run on the top side, but can't quite get to the right rear quarter panel of Johnson there to hold the position. Kurt Busch is in the lead, but only by about a half a second over Joey Logano. With Johnson in 3rd, a little less than 2 seconds off the lead from Kurt Busch. Ryan Newman has fallen a lap down now today after starting on the pole. In a shortened race, might I add. He's all the way back to 28th. Johnson keeping the low exit off of turn 2, holding clear of Ryan Newman. Off the exit of the corner. Big run to the back bumper of Joey Logano, though, off of turn 4 on the outside following that 22 car. Ran just a little bit higher. Here comes the run. Johnson to the bottom for second place. He is there. Kurt Busch looking for his first win of the season, leading his first laps of the race here today and late in this one. Well over 100 laps in. As Johnson tries to hold full throttle through 3 and 4, ran a little bit higher of a line. Here he comes. Was able to actually stick the corner well. Kurt Busch got held up behind Joey Gase for the moment. And here comes Johnson through turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch looking to the bottom. Johnson all the way to the top side, trying to slip by. David Reagan pulls up in the way now. But Kurt Busch couldn't slip to the bottom. Johnson with the lead into turn 3. Kind of overdrove turns 3 and 4 a little bit, but Jimmy Johnson has taken the lead at Texas for just the second time here today with 57 laps to go. Now just 56 laps left, leading at the line. Truex will fall a lap down. I believe he is in 15th. Bobby Carter's going to go another lap down here in 31st. 2.5 second lead quickly now for Johnson. Logano has caught Kurt Busch for second. Yeah, they're all still going to be full races for the regular schedule. Those races won't be shortened though, because I will run the full lengths as usual as the Cup Series would have ran this year. The only reason I did shorten races only 4 races in the Cup Series, so it's not even like it's that many, is to change the lengths of some of the races myself, but still keep them full races in a sense. With it being a custom schedule, I kind of put that in my own. And again, we didn't do that much. We literally just did it for 4 races, but all right, see you, Diamond Jeff. Fortunately, you can't make it to the end, but hopefully you pick up where we left off whenever you can, and hopefully you can see me for the next stream tomorrow night. Again, Truck Series action at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Road course racing tomorrow night. It should be a fun one. Tim, this has been an exciting race so far, and let me tell you, I mean, this has been one heck of a season so far to kick off NASCAR Heat 5 in the Cup Series on our chase for 8 with Jimmy Johnson. Incredible racing action all throughout the course of this one tonight. Will Johnson be able to pull away to the finish, or will we get another caution before the end of this race? Again, 4 cautions total in the race, 3 of which coming in the first 27 laps. 3 wide with the lap traffic off of turn 4 up ahead. Bowman and Harvick have lost a ton of ground since the restart. Oh, into the back of Bubba Wallace off of turn 4. Oh no, into the wall, trying to change the camera angles. Bowman goes around. Johnson goes around. Oh man, still trying to make the save. Justin Haley finally loses control, and the caution will fly for the 5th time today. Much like the situation we saw with Hamlin earlier, only we were able to save it. It looked like Bowman actually made the save in all that. Justin Haley will get the free pass at 14th, despite being involved in the caution. And with 50 laps to go, hold on, folks. Only 2 seconds of damage, luckily. That could have been a heck of a lot worse. That was definitely close to being the 3rd race in a row of getting into a heavy accident of more than 5 seconds of damage. We did lose spots on pit road, losing 6 spots in the pits, but the green flag is back in the air again. Johnson trying to get down to the bottom, but a little contact instead with Almirola. Kurt Busch leads the field to the green. Will this be the final restart of the race? Look at the run by Johnson, quickly able to get back to the bottom in front of Almirola. In line right behind Clint Boyer in the 14. And underneath Chase Elliott, 4th position. Austin Dillon won the Cup race earlier today. In real life, can he win it here on NASCAR Heat 5 in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500? What consistency this game would show. Unbelievable. Look at the pack racing off of turn number 2. 3x3 through the field. Both in where we're at right now and behind us, knowing the sense of urgency in a shortened race as Truex gives a massive bump trap down the front stretch to Jimmy Johnson, propelling the 48 car up to 6th place. Big run in the draft down the backstretch here for Johnson again. To the inside of Kyle Busch. And here comes Martin Truex Jr. from behind to give Johnson a push off of turn 4. He's there, and he about hooks the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Fastest lap of the race, even with the contact off of turn 4 for Johnson today. Kurt Busch continues to lead. Hamlin's got the fastest short run car. He is trying to get through the field as quick as possible. And there he goes, underneath now 1 but 2 of his JGR teammates at the front of the field. Truex, by the way, is still a lap down. Ooh, contact door to door with Johnson and Elliott. Oh no, contact with Bowman. Didn't need that. Wow, Johnson got tight in the wall off of turn 2. I think in the wall off of turn 2. That was definitely close. I thought I saw sparks, but we barely hit it. And a lot of time lost again for Jimmy, fading back through the pack. Still scored in 13th because there are only 14 drivers on the lead lap. We're losing a lot of track position now. Johnson's only about 5.5 seconds off the lead, despite back in 13th now. Still very short after the restart. Another loose moment though off of turn 4. Christopher Bell gives us a shot. That loosens us up just a little bit, but we're still able to stay in front of the 95 of Bell. Almirola is 4 position ahead of us in 12th. Just over half a second ahead. "38 laps to go, although there's not much time left. We know that Johnson's got the fastest long-run car in the field. Oh, car hard in the wall. Chase Elliott down the track about collects Eric Almirola. Elliott will hit pit road. Caution will fly again for the 6th time tonight. And we'll bunch the field back up again. That was a hard hit for Chase Elliott, wiping out in turns 1 and 2. Another Hendrick car bites the dust. Denny Hamlin got to the lead right before that caution had come out. And we're going to have about 34 laps to go when we go green. Yeah, caution definitely helps. I think we could have gotten there on the long run anyway, and this is just going to create more craziness again here with these late race cautions. Green flag back in the air. Oh, we'll go 1 and 2 on the restart there. Maybe not the best restart for this 48 car. Hamlin holding the lead through turn 3 and 4 on Logano. Again, Hamlin has had the fastest short run. Oh, Harvick lost a lot of speed off of turn 4. He had to get out of the gas. That checks up Kyle Busch. And it allows Johnson to get to the inside and now diving it deep. Underneath Austin Dillon now for 7th. Still looking for the lead on Hamlin. He's going to have to get around him quick if he can. Johnson is coming through the field on this restart up to 6th ahead of Blaney. And right behind Clint Boyer. Right at that point in the run where the car really starts to settle in. And that's what you're seeing here as Johnson's now up to 5th. Hamlin, Logano, Kurt Busch, Bowman, and Johnson round out the top 5 late in the race. .31 to go. Bowman now trying to cross over Kurt Busch. Johnson to follow on the inside. Oh, Bowman just cleared Kurt Busch, slowing his momentum down enough. Johnson with a little bit of a side draft down the backstretch. And now he's going to try to clear the one. Not quite. Kurt Busch gets a run off of turn 4 on the top side. Beating Johnson back to the line by inches, but Jimmy will have the advantage on the bottom in the flatter. Turns 1 and 2 again. Bowman to the top side to block Kurt Busch. It allows Jimmy to get under him side by side now for 3rd down the backstretch. Bowman with a quick little side draft. Jimmy going to side draft him back now into turn 3. Kurt Busch to the bottom. Trying to get the run on the 48 of Johnson. Big run though for Johnson to Logano. Bowman sucks Kurt Busch back with the side draft on the top side, and Johnson moves past Logano for 2nd place into turn 1. Denny Hamlin, the race leader, has led the most laps all day long. Came back after a varying pit strategy to now take the lead. Johnson trying to fight back into this one himself. He's only led 2 times today in the race. 28 to go. Hamlin to the top, Johnson all the way to the bottom. Full throttle through 3 and 4, trying to complete the pass at once. Off of turn 4. Oh no, he puts him in the wall. Johnson just put Denny Hamlin in the wall. Hamlin still got the power down to try and cross him over. Jimmy thought he was clear. Hamlin back to the lead. The 1 and the 22 about got into each other there off of turns 1 and 2 also. Johnson gets tight in the center of the corner. Kurt Busch is there. A little bit of a bum draft now all of a sudden. And here comes Chase Elliott. Elliott, after spinning just a little bit ago, he is there. Unbelievable. Where did Chase Elliott come from as he gives Johnson a shot? Johnson with the run to the inside of Hamlin. Side by side for the lead again. Hamlin washes up the track. This is incredible. What a comeback for Chase Elliott at Texas as he wants the lead. Side by side with the 48 and the 9. Johnson to the inside of Hamlin. Clear. Elliott trying to get by Hamlin now off of turn 4 himself. Johnson officially at the line to the lead with 24 to go. But Elliott likely on fresher tires. I think that's why he's driven through the field. He has repaired his damage. And he looks like the fastest car on the track right now as Johnson washes up out of 2. Elliott clears Hamlin for second behind us. And here comes Chase Elliott. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Oh man, almost in the wall off of turn 4 again. Elliott is there. Johnson, though, has the clean air now. But can Elliott try to make a move? Six cautions total in the race today. Will we have a 7th before the finish? .22 to go. Still plenty of time. Elliott's starting to slip back. It looked like he had a fast car for a moment there to hang with us, and then he just kind of started to fade back little by little once he got past Hamlin to that second position. Yeah, I'm calling him Jimmy Johnson. I'm trying to call it down the middle. I say we and I sometimes, but I'm trying to say Jimmy Johnson more often than not. I've been saying that a lot, though, with drivers I race as, just to try it. And, I mean, it's Jimmy Johnson's car. If it was a career mode, I wouldn't be saying that because it'd be technically my car, but because it's championship mode, we're driving as Jimmy Johnson, so we're going to broadcast it as if Jimmy Johnson is winning these races virtually and not myself. But yeah, that would be why. Just to give it more of a realistic broadcast again, instead of saying I 100% of the time. Johnson slowly pulling away from Chase Elliott now. 19 laps to go. 1-2 for Hendrick Motorsports despite the struggles throughout the course of the day. Oh, Ryan Blaney is my favorite driver. I just wanted to do Jimmy Johnson for this first season because it's the last year of Johnson in the game, with it being his final season, so we're going to give him that 8th championship to break the all-time record. So that's why I wanted to race as Johnson for the first season for the custom schedule. But I'll race as Ryan Blaney for season 2 with the normal schedules with the stages and everything. Come season 2 for the Cup Series. "17 laps to go, just over a 2-second lead. We have not had a long green flag run today. Our longest green flag run is 38 laps. Not long at all. Our 6 cautions have been evenly spaced out today for the most part, with crazy restarts all throughout. "16 to go. Three wide to the bottom, underneath the lap cars, Corey LaJoie, Brendan Gaughan. But here's the thing, if we get a caution, the field behind us is going to have to pit. If everybody stays out of the pits, we should be able to be fine if we could just come off a turn 2 with the lead on the restart. If we can make it that far in the restart with the lead, we should be good to go if everybody stays out of the pits. Only because we are faster when everybody's on older tires. Whether our car has the old tires or not as well. If everybody's on equal fresh tires, it takes us about 20 to 30 laps to get going. We are less than 20 laps to go in the race. And we are not going to be able to hang with these guys on a restart unless we only have a couple laps on that restart. In that case, we have a good shot. But if it's anything more than 5 laps left, I just don't think we're going to be able to hold on. Ooh, up the middle between Suarez and Priest, 3 wide into turn 3. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Four-second lead opened up by Johnson with just 13 laps to go in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. Again, this is the only time we come to Texas on this custom schedule Cup Series season, as we try to get Johnson his 8th win at the Texas Motor Speedway and his 7th win of the young season. It would be back-to-back after a thriller and a comeback at Talladega. Not a dominant race by any means tonight here at Texas, but in the late going of this one, it is all Johnson in about the final 25 laps. Hamlin, who has led the most, is back in 3rd. Only about a 1.5 seconds off of 2nd place. Chase Elliott trying to get the caution does come out, so he can restart on the front row. Who do I think is going to win the championship, Hamlin or Harvick? As of right now, between those two guys, I would take Harvick hands down. Harvick's just been more consistent throughout the course of the season. Hamlin was on a hot streak there for a little bit, but he's had, if you count, from Indianapolis on, so Indianapolis, Kentucky, even the All-Star race he didn't perform well, but I don't want to count that too much because it's a, it was just an exhibition race for $1 million. It wasn't a points race. So between Indy, Kentucky, and then today at Texas, Hamlin just hasn't been doing that great. He's starting to fall off again, much like he was at the very, very start of the season outside of winning the Daytona 500. Remember, outside of winning the Daytona 500 at the start of the season, Denny Hamlin was awful until he won that Darlington race coming back from COVID. Coming back from the COVID break that NASCAR was on. That's kind of what he's reminding me of right now, just racing very sloppy. Oh boy, speaking of sloppy, Johnson just slams it into the wall. Off of turn 4, great save. Had to drop it down to 3rd gear. That should have never happened though, as we have less than 10 laps to go. But yeah, Harvick's probably the best between the two of them right now. Plus, although Hamlin is pretty good at Phoenix where the championship race is at, Kevin Harvick is way better. Kevin Harvick's the best at the track. Caution is out. 8 laps to go. Caution is out. Christopher Bell will get the free pass in 16th. And for the 7th time today, we have a yellow. That one was not my fault, so I guess no matter what the error happened, a lap and a half ago, the caution flew anyway for something else. I mean, Hamlin's definitely the second best driver this season. I just think Harvick's just a step ahead of that team. He's just been more consistent this year as a whole. Hamlin's 7th in the point standings right now. But because of his 4 wins, having a lot of playoff points, that's going to help him a ton. But you can definitely see that the consistency is there for Harvick compared to anybody else in the Cup Series. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is back in the air. 5 laps to go at Texas. Jimmy Johnson clears Elliott into turn 1. That's going to stack up the outside. Johnson overruns 1 and 2, and here comes Denny Hamlin up to 2nd place. Johnson should be able to hold him off if he can just get back to the start-finish line with the lead. Hamlin goes high to try and gain ground. Harvick up to 3rd and looking for 2nd place on Hamlin. Johnson needs everybody behind us to start battling for 2nd. 4 to go. Johnson is pulling away into turn 1. Johnson's got the fastest car in the field on older tires, as the field has the older tires now, and that's why you're seeing Johnson pull away. If everybody had pitted under that caution, I think we would have been a sitting duck, but thankfully nobody had pit. Now we just need the race to stay green, at least to the white flag. 3 to go. It'll be a disappointing 2nd place here for Denny Hamlin. Or 3rd if he can't hold off Harvick. Chase Elliott's still in the mix as well, and Austin Dillon has climbed back into the... 2 laps to go this time by for Johnson, just 1.5 miles away from the white flag. Can he... If the caution comes out, we go to overtime. What a dominant season for Jimmy Johnson so far. 7 wins in the first 9 races, assuming we can get to the white flag off of turn 4 this time. Johnson's going to get there. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go at Texas Motor Speedway. In the Lone Star State, the lone time we go to Texas. Sure enough, Johnson will be the guy to get the win. He's been dominant here over his career, including today in this race. Off of turn 4, 1 final time, Jimmy Johnson is going to get the win at Texas Motor Speedway. A 5-second victory. Hamlin in 2nd, Harvick 3rd is what it ended up looking like at the line. Johnson will get to do victory burnouts once again this season. Boy, this race flew by. 7 cautions total, but with the shortened race, it did kind of fly. If it was going to be a full race, I think it was going to be a wreck fest, much like the last 2 races, but we got through it. And this time, we luckily avoided any huge accidents, somehow, some way. Johnson finally blows the engine in victory lane here. Another victory. So a couple things before we go away here. First and foremost, well, we'll break this down first. So 80 minutes total time on the race today. 1 hour, 20 minutes total. Jimmy Johnson gets the win. So we take a look at the running order. Denny Hamlin 2nd. They had a photo finish there for second place as Hamlin got the spot. Harvick third, Chase Elliott fourth, Kurt Busch in fifth, Alex Bowman sixth, Martin Truex Jr. seventh, Kyle Busch eighth, Austin Dillon fell from fifth to ninth in the last 2 laps of the race, and Clint Bowyer rounds out the top 10 as we had 15 drivers finish on the lead lap today, and the only drivers to DNF were Eric Jones and Quinn Houff. Joey Logano also, DNF, so 3 DNFs total in the race today. So before you guys tune away, a quick look at the point standings there. At least the top 10. Rookie Christopher Bell having a good start to the season, up to 10. So 3 different winners so far on the season. Hamlin had the fastest lap, 29.165. 67 laps led for Denny Hamlin of the 167 laps in the race. And Jimmy Johnson from last to first, no practice or qualifying, was able to get the victory. So I'm going to go to the settings real quick. I do this a lot. Or I don't do this a lot, but I will show you guys that I was on 105 for the AI difficulty real quick. So I get questions of how I make it look so easy and how is this expert mode and how is this 105. I got that a couple times in the chat tonight, so I just want to prove to you guys that or I should say that I am racing. That's the standings. There we go. That's time to press the right button. So yeah, we were on 50% because it was a shortened race today. Usually it's 100%, but because it's a custom schedule, this is one of the 4 shortened races I had on the season. Texas is one of them. 105 AI difficulty. Gotta see how I make. Yeah, I don't use custom setups though either, and I think that's why. If I were to use custom setups, I think I would be fast on the short run and the long run. I only really am on the road courses. Usually I'm fast on the long run, but it takes me 20 to 30 laps to get going when everybody's on fresh tires. I usually can't compete that well, and I think that's because I don't use custom setups. I think that's where it's hurting me a little bit, but that's okay. It makes the racing more exciting for you guys, as well as myself when I'm commentating, so it's fun to have a little bit of a fight there. So, yep, Kansas is the next Cup Series race. It will be the full 267 laps, 400 miles. The next shortened race, I believe, is Atlanta on the season. No, sorry, the next shortened race will be Daytona, and Talladega will be the next 2 shortened races, and then Atlanta towards the end of the regular season. So those will be the last 3 shortened races of the 4 on the season. But yep, Kansas will be the next race. That will be Thursday, which coincidentally enough will be the day of Kansas. So how about that? We had Bristol right before the Bristol All-Star race, the day before. And then we had Texas on the same day of the Texas race today, and Kansas as the same day as the Kansas race on Thursday. That is accidental. I did not mean to do that because of the custom schedules, but that's just coincidentally how they all fell in line. And we might even have New Hampshire the same day as New Hampshire the following week. So that's looking by pretty cool. The Coke 600 isn't until past the halfway mark on the season. It's like race 17 or 18, something like that, 16. Yeah, race 18, so halfway mark of the season. But, yep, that's going to be it for this one. Next live stream will be tomorrow night. Truck Series at Canadian Tire, full race live stream. Hope to see you guys then. We'll start things off with session qualifying and then jump right into the race at the start of that live stream. So hope to see you guys then. More realistic broadcasts of NASCAR Heat 5 on the way. So subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Post-race analysis video of the real-life O'Reilly Auto Parts 500 at Texas is already out on the channel as well. So take a look at that if you guys haven't already. And I will see you guys in the future. Like this video if you like the commentary, the race, just the video in general, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. As always, catch you tomorrow night.